because I had mentioned this in actually our very first episode we did with Audra, and I was like, I don't know if I would see a therapist who's not black, but more specifically a black woman, just because of things that I have experienced in life as a black person, as a woman, microaggressions at work, being followed around at stores. It's just like I need to make sure I have someone who understands my walk in life.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's fair.
So I'm like, I need to make sure I understand that. But then she had brought up, cultural competence, which we also speak of in healthcare. But I just think, even as a healthcare worker, I just think it would still be more difficult to sit and open up to someone emotionally when I'm expressing to them my walk through life. Like in the hospital, it's people generally give over their health history pretty easily. They're mostly honest about it. But I just think that would be harder to do sitting down with a therapist.
I think that's the job of the therapist, to make you more comfortable about that. And so one of the ways that I do that is we talk about it up front. We talk about, like, any of those subjects is not off the table. Like, I'm bringing into the room what sort of injustices, inequities would you face as a Black woman? What's it like to sit with me as a white woman? What are some of the differences and concerns that you may have about me not walking in those shoes, right? So I'm trying to bring that into the forefront early on in our therapy, that we're going to talk about these things, because part of what that demonstrates is my vulnerability to step into something that, I don't have answers for. I don't. I wish I did, but I don't. Right. But what I do have is curiosity and understanding and empathy and cultural competency.
Yes.
Doesn't mean I don't mess up. I do, but I can be accountable for when I mess up, and I can move toward my client in acknowledging when I've messed up. And so that, I think, is my role. That's part of my role.